Hello and welcome. Today we will introduce you to one of the most powerful and revered gods of ancient Egypt. Horus, the lord of the sky, protector of pharaohs, and symbol of righteousness. He is the son of Osiris, the eternal enemy of Set, and the hero of the Great War, fought to avenge his father. Are you ready to explore Horus's mysterious story, his legendary struggle, and his place in Egyptian mythology? Open the gates of time and witness the past through Horus's eyes. Horus and his origins. Horus is one of the most significant deities in ancient Egyptian mythology. This divine being, associated with the sky, is often depicted as a falcon or a human with a falcon's head. According to Egyptian belief, Horus symbolizes justice, order, and the authority of the pharaoh. Horus's origin is rooted in one of mythology's greatest tales. He is the son of Osiris and Isis. When his father Osiris was murdered and dismembered by his brother Set, Isis resurrected him with great determination and conceived Horus. Horus was secretly raised by his mother, and when the time came, launched a monumental war against Set to avenge his father. This battle is considered one of the greatest divine struggles that shaped Egypt's destiny. Horus's fight for justice also became the source of legitimacy for pharaohs in ancient Egypt. Egyptians viewed their pharaohs as Horus's earthly representatives and believed they must carry his power. One of Horus's most iconic symbols is the protective amulet known as the Eye of Horus, Wedjat. This eye represents both divine vision and healing power. Over time, Horus became a symbol of justice and guardianship, not only in Egypt, but also in many other cultures. Horus, the sky god of ancient Egypt and protector of pharaohs, remains a fascinating figure today through his role in mythology. The battle between good and evil. One of the greatest conflicts in ancient Egyptian mythology is the battle between Horus and Set. This war was not just a struggle between two gods, but also a clash of order versus chaos, justice versus betrayal. Everything began with the murder of Osiris, Egypt's righteous ruler. His brother Set trapped Osiris in a coffin and threw it into the Nile River to seize the throne. However, Isis, Osiris's wife, found his body and briefly revived him using her magic. From their union, Horus was born. Raised in secrecy by his mother Isis, Horus eventually vowed to avenge his father's death and prove his rightful claim to the throne by declaring war on Set. The great battle among the gods. The war between Horus and Set lasted 80 years. This conflict was marked by both physical battles and trials judged by the gods. The two clashed repeatedly. Set sometimes transformed into a ferocious hippopotamus to overpower Horus, while other times they fought directly with swords. One of the most famous moments of the war was when Horus lost his eye. During a duel, Set tore out Horus' left eye and shattered it. Yet Thoth, the god of wisdom, used magic to restore the eye and heal Horus. This event gave rise to the talisman known as the Eye of Horus, Wedjat, a symbol representing the power of healing and protection. After years of strife, the Council of Gods reached a verdict. Horus was declared Egypt's rightful ruler. Set, the god of chaos, was exiled to the deserts. Horus ascended the throne, reclaimed Osiris's legacy, and restored order to Egypt. This battle led ancient Egyptians to view their pharaohs as Horus's earthly representatives. Horus's victory became a legendary tale, symbolizing the eternal triumph of justice. Thus, Horus, lord of the sky, became the eternal protector of the pharaohs and Egypt. The legend of the Eye of Horus. The Eye of Horus was born from the great battle between Horus and Set. According to mythology, during his epic struggle against Set, Horus suffered a grievous wound. His left eye was shattered by Set. However, Thoth, the god of wisdom and the moon, used his magic to reassemble the eye and restore it to Horus. Thus, the Eye of Horus came to symbolize rebirth, healing, and divine protection. Symbolic meaning. The Eye of Horus has acquired many different meanings over time and has become an important symbol in various cultures: protection and power. The ancient Egyptians used the Eye of Horus as an amulet to protect themselves from evil spirits and the evil eye. This symbol was frequently found in temples, tombs, and jewelry. Healing and recovery. Thoth's restoration of the eye symbolizes the healing power of the eye. In Egypt, the Eye of Horus was also considered a sacred symbol of healing in the field of medicine, divine wisdom, and spiritual enlightenment. The Eye of Horus represents not only physical sight, but also the ability to see the truth and attain higher awareness, mathematical and cosmic significance. Each part of the Eye of Horus was associated with fractions by the Egyptians and was used as a mathematical measurement system. This is also connected to ancient Egypt's understanding of cosmic order. The Eye of Horus and today. Today, the Eye of Horus continues to be used as a protective amulet, a mystical symbol, and a sign of wisdom in many cultures. While some people wear this symbol as jewelry, others use it on various objects, believing in its spiritual significance. This mystical eye, which has fascinated humanity for thousands of years, still watches over us. The roles and powers of Horus, one of the most important deities in ancient Egyptian mythology, was not only a warrior god, but also a divine being who maintained the order of the universe. Assuming different roles in various periods, Horus held great significance for the Egyptian people and their pharaohs. Here are the primary roles and powers of Horus. God of the sky. Horus is a god closely associated with the sky. He is often depicted as a falcon-headed man or directly as a falcon. The ancient Egyptians believed that the sun and the moon were the eyes of Horus. The sun was his right eye, and the moon was his left. For this reason, Horus was regarded as the lord of the sky and the protector of light. Protector of pharaohs and their earthly representative, Horus was considered the sacred patron of Egyptian pharaohs. According to mythology, each pharaoh bore the title of the living Horus and was seen as his earthly representative. Horus's sovereignty bestowed divine power upon the pharaohs who were tasked with maintaining order. Ma'at. Defender of justice and cosmic order, Horus became a figure who fought against Set, the symbol of chaos and disorder, to uphold order and justice. Ma'at. His struggle with Set symbolized the triumph of good over evil. This role of Horus reinforced the belief in justice and the rule of law in Egypt. Protector and healer. One of Horus's most well-known symbols is the Eye of Horus, Wedjat. According to mythology, Horus lost his left eye in a battle with Set, but the god of wisdom, Thoth, healed it. Therefore, the Eye of Horus is regarded as a symbol of healing, protection, and spiritual wholeness. Warrior and god of vengeance. Horus is also known for his warrior identity. After the murder of Osiris, he waged a great battle against Set to avenge his father. This struggle became a symbol of the warrior spirit and courage in Egypt. Pharaohs, in particular, would invoke Horus's name before heading into battles, feeling his spirit with them. Connection to the Nile River and fertility. According to some beliefs, Horus is one of the gods responsible for the fertility of the Nile River. His presence ensures the continuity of agriculture and water. Pharaohs offered sacrifices to Horus to ensure abundance and prosperity. Conspiracy. Theories and facts. Many people interested in mythology and religious history suggest that there are certain similarities between the ancient Egyptian god Horus and Jesus Christ in Christianity. Particularly in the 19th and 20th centuries, some theories emerged claiming that the story of Jesus might have been inspired by the mythology of Horus. But is there any truth to these claims? Let's examine them together. Comparative claims. Some researchers and conspiracy theorists argue that the following similarities exist between Horus and Jesus. Virgin birth. It is said that Horus's mother Isis miraculously conceived Horus after the death of Osiris. This is compared to the virgin birth of Jesus by Mary. Birth date. Some claims suggest that Horus's birth is celebrated on December 25th, the same date as Jesus' birth. However, the Bible does not specify Jesus' exact birth date, and this date was determined later. Savior and God of light. Horus is seen as a savior figure who brings goodness and order in Egypt. Similarly, Jesus is regarded as the Messiah who saves humanity in Christianity. 12 disciples or followers. Some theories claim that Horus had 12 followers. However, there is no direct evidence of this in Egyptian mythology. Death and resurrection. Horus's father, Osiris, was killed and resurrected. Jesus was crucified and resurrected on the third day. Some see this as a mythological parallel. Shepherd and fish. Symbolism. Both Horus and Jesus are associated with the shepherd figure and the fish symbol, and the facts and historical analysis. Most of these claims emerged in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Alternative history writers like Gerald Massey and Acharya S. Dorothy Murdoch have written books on the Horus-Jesus connection. However, academic historians and religious scholars point out that many of these similarities are incomplete, incorrect, or exaggerated. Horus did not have 12 disciples. This is a later fabrication, as there is no record of 12 special followers of Horus in Egyptian mythology. Horus's birth story does not fully align with Jesus' nativity. Isis became pregnant by reassembling Osiris's dismembered body through magic, which is quite different from the story of Jesus' birth. Horus did not experience resurrection. The resurrection myth belongs to Osiris, who was killed and brought back to life in the underworld. Horus is not part of this process. The December 25th issue. There is no specific date for Horus's birth in ancient Egypt. The designation of December 25th for Jesus' birth stems from Roman pagan traditions. Mythological similarities are a common phenomenon. Many cultures have told similar stories of heroes and savior figures. However, this does not mean one was directly copied from the other. Conclusion: is the Horus-Jesus connection real? The similarities between Horus and Jesus are superficial and based on mythological archetypes. Common themes such as savior figures, miraculous births, and battles for divine justice appear frequently across different cultures. However, upon closer examination, there's no direct copying or connection between the stories of Horus and Jesus. These conspiracy theories often stem from historical misunderstandings, distortions, or exaggerated narratives in popular culture. Horus and Jesus are heroes of different belief systems, and their stories should be evaluated within their own religious contexts. While mythology and religious history share common themes in humanity's collective memory, each narrative has its own unique background and meaning. The place of Horus in modern culture. Horus, one of the most important gods of ancient Egypt, continues to hold a significant place in modern culture, from popular media to esoteric teachings. This ancient figure, known as a protector, warrior, and Lord of the Sky, maintains his influence thousands of years later in art, literature, cinema, video games, and symbolism. Horus in cinema and television. Horus's mystical and powerful image has frequently been used in science fiction and fantasy productions. Stargate, 1994, and Stargate SG-1. Horus's imagery was incorporated into the design of the alien Goa'uld gods. His soldiers, wearing hawk-headed helmets, reflect his mythological form. Gods of Egypt, 2016. In this film, Horus is depicted as one of the main characters and becomes a central figure in the epic war among the gods. The Mummy series. Many films based on Egyptian mythology, such as The Mummy Returns, 2001, feature Horus's name and symbols, evoking the magical world of ancient Egypt. Horus in video games. Horus's powerful and protective persona has also been explored in video games. Assassin's Creed Origins, 2017. Set in ancient Egypt, this game includes numerous symbols and references connected to Horus. The protagonist's Bayek's attire and beliefs allude to Horus's protective spirit. Smite. In this mythological MOBA game, Horus is a playable character, portrayed as a guardian and warrior god. Warhammer 40,000. In this sci-fi fantasy universe, the character Horus Lupercal is inspired by Horus and depicted as one of the greatest warriors in the galaxy. Horus and esoteric teachings. Esoteric communities and spiritual movements continue to deeply analyze Horus's symbolism. Secret societies, groups like Freemasonry and the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn regard the Eye of Horus as a symbol of wisdom, enlightenment, and divine vision. New Age movements. The Eye of Horus is often used in meditation, spiritual awakening, and enlightenment practices. It is particularly linked to the concept of the third eye and is believed to represent cosmic awareness. Conspiracy theories. The Eye of Horus has been associated with concepts like the Illuminati and the New World Order. The pyramid and eye symbol on the US dollar bill is often cited as a supposed connection to the Eye of Horus. Horus in art and design. Horus, with his visually striking imagery, continues to inspire modern artists across various disciplines. Tattoo art. The Eye of Horus remains one of the most popular tattoo symbols worldwide. Many choose to ink it on their bodies for its protective and spiritual significance. Fashion and jewelry. The Eye of Horus is widely used in necklaces, bracelets, and jewelry as a protective talisman. It features prominently in collections where ancient symbols blend with modern designs. Graffiti and digital art. Street artists and digital creators frequently incorporate the Eye of Horus into their works, especially in pieces exploring mystical and spiritual themes. The immortality of Horus's legacy. Horus has transcended ancient Egypt to become one of the most iconic figures in human history. As a symbol of power, wisdom, protection, and divine justice, he endures across mythology, modern art, films, video games, and spiritual teachings. In conclusion, Horus remains not only a mythological icon, but also a vital figure in contemporary culture. His presence in cinema, gaming, art, and spirituality underscores his status as a timeless symbol, bridging the ancient and the modern. Horus's legacy is alive and awe-inspiring. Perhaps, as the god of the sky, he still watches over us. Stay tuned for more content. Farewell and keep following us.